Hi, this is Self Discovery Support, and tonight we're going to be doing pick a card, and we're going to focus it on connections and relationships in general. But I'm really just going to get energy check or vibe check and insights, and yeah, we'll get some advice, and then we'll look at the zodiac charms at the end of each reading, and then um, that will be your reading. So we have A, B, C options here. So I'm going to give you a few seconds and choose the image that you are drawn to, right? Either the letter or the image. Okay, so here we go. All right, so today we're using the what is this tarot deck called? The All Cento Tarot, and then we're also going to be using the CBT deck. All right, so we're going to start with A first, group A first. All right, so if you pulled or if you chose group A, then you have the Knight of Pentacles, and it says, I deserve financial security. So, in a way, I kind of think that the vibe, this is what you chose, is one of, well, somebody here is wanting to be in that energy of being consistent, working towards a goal, like being consistent and stable, planning towards a future is where I'm seeing this. But we're gonna look deeper at that. Okay, so that's you, group A. Let's see what else is here. Let's grab our CBT deck. All right, please tell me what's going on for group A. Okay, for group A, we have this improve efficiency card. Okay, so it feels like, okay, one of you is perhaps very interested, is very this Knight of Pentacles energy. Somebody here is some kind of earth sign, like a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but it's somebody that's very interested in doing things correctly, sticking to the way things are, needing proper investments, and they really see it that way in this situation with them. They need consistency. They need to know that you're reliable, and maybe that is what is building here in this situation. Let's get some more insights on that. Okay. Page of Swords, Eight of Discs, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So this to me feels like somebody is really thinking about, I think you two could be people that maybe are thinking about a business together. That's kind of what it feels like. We're trying to figure out what would it take to work things out properly together as well. So it does tell me that there's like some motivation here to try to make this situation stable. um there is the Ace of Wands, so there is like big attraction energy or pull towards like making this work. Three of Wands here. Okay, so somebody could be thinking about, all right, and just biding my time before I I try something, I kind of go towards somebody, but it's not gonna be a impulsive thing. There is the kind of pull, but it's more of somebody has been thinking, strategizing, planning how to have this start with somebody. Okay, this feels like one of you at least. They see one person sees the other person. Okay, the object of attention looks like a Virgo. Um, stands for this type of card. The other of you could be Aries, Sagittarius. We did have like Gemini energy, but also yeah, Virgo, another Virgo. But it does feel like um this is happening either way, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles gets there. The Knight of Pentacles arrives and gets the job done. So there is somebody that is planning, like, let's, how to make this work, how to make this serious, how to make this stable. And there is a lot of like maybe excitement about this. So this feels like it's coming up, especially with this Eight of Wands. It's something that is coming towards this connection between the two of you. All right, tell me more, please. What is that? Temperance. Okay. Six of this. Two of Swords. Okay. So maybe for at some point you two maybe felt like, or at least one of you felt like things were not moving. There was some kind of blockage here to making this happen. One person could feel like their advances were blocked even, or even though they were excited, they weren't sure why things weren't moving forward. And I almost get here like one person could feel like, you know, my person is like too chill. They're in their own world. I'm here having this battle of how to move this forward, and they're kind of like on their own, in their own head. Yeah. Right. Okay. This has this has weighed really heavily on one person in particular. And you know what? That person, I think it's this person who maybe feels like they have more of that attraction energy, and the one person feels like the other person is more relaxed and calm and maybe not returning their advances, is kind of how I see this. So this person's gone away and decided to make a plan. No, this is Sagittarius and Pisces energy. So that could be this person who's like doing this, making this plan. How do I go towards my person? But I kind of feel like this has been like maybe a frustrating situation for one of the people here. And this person wanted to bring some change, and maybe it led to them kind of just giving up and leaving the situation. I don't think that's what they wanted to do, but it's like not knowing how to make something move forward. I think this person is realizing that the change that's needed is they need to maybe be more assertive. They actually probably need to like almost like stick up for what they want. Yeah, and not kind of just wait around. They have to be proactive, and that could be the energy here. So it does feel like you, group A, you're in a connection where this improve efficiency card is somebody who's saying like, I want to figure out how to make this advance. I want to figure out how to shoot my shot in a better way, is what it feels like. Yeah. All right. So you can see who is you and who is your person, what feels like you. Let's get some advice for you. If you are the watcher here, the Emperor, 10 of this. All right. It kind of feels like, I feel that the person that's watching group A could actually be the person who is wanting to improve efficiency at getting this ball rolling with their person of interest. And it feels like if that's you, it's saying that this is a real call for you to like almost like mature, step up, go for what it is that you want, be confident in yourself, because the emperor is somebody that knows what they want and they know how to achieve it and they know how to get everybody on board, and that seems to be the energy here. The Queen of Cups. Now, if you relate to being the Queen of Cups, which is somebody that the other person who maybe is just kind of maybe more passive or less kind of worked up or frustrated about things, it feels like you're meant to like remember what you feel for this person, sit in that energy, almost like there's an energy of compassion as well, like knowing that maybe it's not easy for this person and they've tried. I think I see here they've tried several times, or they have done what feels like trying to them, with people. When we are making ourselves vulnerable to approach people, it could feel like you did a grand gesture, right? And maybe what you did is you looked at them for like 5 seconds, right? But it's something like that. It's kind of something like that. All right, so we're gonna get the zodiac charms here to see who it could be. We have Cancer, so there's somebody that has Cancer in their chart. We have Sagittarius. That energy did come through strongly. Okay, let's see. Aquarius. Somebody has Aquarius. Somebody has Libra. Okay. Somebody has Scorpio as well. All right. So that is what I have for you, Group A. So let us move into Group B. But if you are Group A and you felt like you had some kind of resonance or you liked it, you want to see more, please do give a thumbs up or subscribe or subscribe. All right, let's move on to Group B. All right, Group B has this King of Swords card. Let's pull your CBT card here for Group B. All right, for Group B, all right, that is a very clear, decisive type of card. The card is act now, okay? And the King of Swords energy is somebody that is decisive, is actually strategic, and knows when to make the right decision, knows when to say just the right thing, is wise about their actions, okay? And so in Group B, we feel like we have somebody, I don't know if this is you or the person that you're connecting to, that feels like, okay, they could have been thinking a lot about things. They could have been maybe doubtful. If I go in right now, if I say something right now, whatever it is that's on the table here, if I do it right now, will this be accepted? And there's a lot of like worry. But it's somebody that's realizing that they actually do need to take the action. Yeah, and it says choose to take the first step today. Maybe this person is saying, okay, if I take it one step at a time, I can get to the point of where I want to. Okay, there's a card that's just popped out. Nine of Swords. I could tell that that card was going to come out for this reading because it's the energy of whatever person is here. The High Priestess. And this is the Chevalier of Discs. All right. Let's get another roll. Page of Cups, the Falconer or the Faulkner. Okay. And we have Charity and the Dragon. All right, so we have some special cards here. Okay. Let's see what is going on. Okay, first of all, this person is was thinking a lot about the action that they should take. This person is actually receiving intuitive guidance, like their internal kind of compass is telling them what to do for group B, but they are really finding it hard to take action. Group B could be somehow connected to group A because it feels like the same energy, but this person is maybe more anxious. Somebody here could be in a situation where they're not talking to somebody. Words have not been exchanged, or somebody is keeping silence, is what I'm seeing. And one of you is planning, how do I like show up in a kind of stable way that I don't look awkward? How do we resume talking to each other? It feels like is what is here, because this is somebody that feels like they're they're hoping that they have feelings. They're trying to act on their intuition. They're very confused, first of all, like what is the best thing to do. This person desires the option of a new start, like they really want that to be on the table. It feels like one of you in this reading is very chatty. It's the King of Swords energy. They're the one like saying most of the things. I think if you are not talking to somebody that you're connected to, you could be the High Priestess, which is somebody that is very intuitive and connected, but you're just not saying much right now. Yeah. And this is worrying to your person here. The Page of Cups is, I think I have a crush. I think I have feelings. I wish that you would be kind to me, and there are desires that I have that it somebody's saying these thoughts make me behave in certain ways, make me show up in certain ways, and therefore I wish you would be like understanding of that. If you are on the receiving end of this group B and you feel like this is a person you're dealing with, you might say, why would I there's a reason, or there's a reason for why I am not being charitable here. Because let's just see, I'm just curious. With group B, there's like this person is clearly not saying anything. Like, what is that about? Oh, okay. This person's being patient, actually. So in a way, it could feel like this King of Swords, this person who's very anxious about like trying to speak to their person who's not saying anything. This person's like, I have all the time in the world. And when you show up and you invest in this situation here with me, then sure. It feels like this is somebody that has time. This is not somebody that rushes anything, or yeah, which is kind of different from the Nine of Swords energy person. One of you is very anxious and the other one of you is like, okay, I'm kind of accepting of that. Whatever comes out of this is what comes out of it. Yeah. Okay. With that Grail and Nine of Cups, there is a potential to have like a really good new start, actually. Yeah. All right, somebody is wanting to have success in this situation. Yeah, wanting to have a new start and hoping that this, whatever this is, would take a new direction in life. So this person is really planning a lot. And okay, one of the other things that is here is somebody saying, I wish, not I wish, but I'm trying to make efforts to leave behind any kind of unhealthy, possessive, overly attached behaviors that I have displayed. Somebody's understanding something more. So this is like enlightenment through time out energy in a way. So in a way, this high priestess, whoever is not saying anything, has allowed their person to understand something more. Okay. All right. So I want to get advice for you, Group B. This is the Eight of Cups. Okay. And um all right. Group B, if you are the person who is on the receiving end of this reading, meaning that you feel like you see your situation in this and you feel like when I say your person, it you can see yourself in it. It's really telling you that if this becomes too much of a burden, it's okay. It's okay to leave it behind if it's not serving you, right? The other thing here is um, what is, don't continue to avoid something. And I think this is also for if this person who's worried about the connection is you, then yeah, it's like really be clear that you're not wanting to avoid the situation, even though it's difficult, right? With the 10 of Wands, it's like you can change this. You can definitely change this. And yeah, it really needs like a push from you. It needs perseverance. It's almost like you're almost there. This is the difficult part of the journey, but you're almost there with this. It's like you're on the home stretch type of thing. Um, all right, let us get the charms for you, Group B. Who could this be? This is Pisces. Wait, somebody here is Pisces. Somebody here is Scorpio. Somebody here is Taurus. And somebody is Virgo, Leo, Aquarius. All right, so that is what I have for you, Group B. If you like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to have you join the channel, connect to our readings. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do Group C. I'm really hoping that this stream is still continuing. Oh, wait. Yeah, I said Aquarius. Okay. All right, I think I need to check on this stream if it's happening. Okay. I think we can move on. Group C. Group C. You have the Hangman. All right, let's let that wait. Let us pull your CBT card give this a shuffle, a quick shuffle. All right, so group C, you have the Hangman, right? And it says, I can see this situation another way. So for you, it feels like your situation has been at pause for a minute, and that's given you time to think things through, time to maybe understand something potentially. If not you, it's like the person you're dealing with. So let's get the card. Okay, breaking the worry cycle. Okay. All right, let's see what this says. What if this happens? Is like a big concern. So it's like a what if, and telling yourself this might not, that might happen, and I would have to deal with it if it did. All right, so it does feel like somebody has not taken action because they're worried about what would happen. Let's find out some more. Death. Six of Cups. Okay. These two wanted to come out. Faith and Vision. Okay, Vision in reverse. All right, with the Ace of Wands, it feels like there is like, it's like when somebody has a burning kind of drive to go forward, but they're not acting on it. And it feels like the thing that's stopping this person is worry. Worry about what would happen. Okay, we're gonna see why. Somebody's worried about if this situation would end. Like, it feels like that is a big concern. What if this ends? What if we break up? What if it doesn't work? Type of energy. And it feels like this person does not have, they're not able to see or trust in their sense, right? They're drawn to this situation because there's an attraction to somebody, but they're letting the worry about an ending that you say they don't even know if there's going to be an ending to overtake the ability for them to act. So Six of Cups and the Faith is like feeling like, yes, I feel like somebody is my person. I feel like I should be trusting in that, right? When we meet people who are like soulmates, or you feel like you would classify as a soulmate, you should kind of be able to trust in them. But there's a lot of fear about this ending potentially. Okay, let's see what this is about. All right. Ooh. Okay, somebody has a real concern, like that they would have to give up their single life, give up their freedom, give up their autonomy. Okay. So it's like somebody that is saying, I have all this feeling of like, this could be my person. I want to like trust or believe that this is something that could work, but this person has some kind of association that relationships mean giving up your autonomy or giving up your independence. And also maybe this person has worked hard to achieve that in their life, a sense of like freedom, like I rely on me type of energy, and they worry about that. Okay, let's find out some more. This person is very excited. One of you is very excited about this idea that, okay, I could explore this relationship because I kind of feel really like you're my person. Like, you know, it's like what I've waited on. And you know that song by Paula Cole? I think it's Paula Cole, I Don't Want to Wait. It keeps coming up. Keeps coming up. it feels like that as well. I don't want to wait on this life to be over. If you are watching this and group C is yours, please listen to that song because it's very poetic about somebody that wants to take an action and is kind of like talking themselves into it. Okay, ooh, ooh. All right, group C. Listen, you're dealing with somebody that it feels like, yes, they may be non-committal, but they're non-committal for a reason. And yes, okay, most people would be non-committal for a reason, but they're aware and they're battling with, I really like you. I really want to come towards you. I really have feelings. I'm excited. I'm attracted. But I also worry about if I will be losing my singlehood. I also feel that to take this leap of faith on what looks this for ones looks to me like commitment, marriage, because this person is actually seeing that with you, group C. If you're the person on the receiving end here, and it does feel like they don't want to, they just have a hard time believing in this. They don't, they just, this is somebody that probably does not believe for some reason in the institution of marriage or commitment again. Okay, this person needed to recover from, ooh, there we go. There we go. Major heartbreak here that happened for this person. And you could have met this person when they're in a recovery period in their life. They're in the hangman. And while being in this very like committed hangman, they're committed to being in hangman energy. Nothing's happening. Living their free life. Here you come. And they're feeling all this, like I like you, I'm attracted to you, all of that. And they're now seeing I can see the situation another way. So it's like somebody who they had made up their mind. And no, here you are asking them to, I don't think you're asking them, but you're kind of, you as a person, energy is suggesting to them, okay, this could actually be somebody I could commit to. And so you do have that, like, I wonder if they appear like hot and cold with you, because this person is saying like, I have a real struggle trying to believe that I could make something like a commitment work here. Yes, this person has had endings in their life, maybe a big relationship ending, and they are very regretful. I don't know if it's with you either. Maybe you have ended with them before, and maybe they're like, what if it ends again type of thing, or they've just ended something else before. All right, so we're now at the point we're gonna get advice for you, group C. Ooh. Okay, hope and the star. Okay, oh, that's really sweet. Group C, because we do have the tower at the bottom, and I'm gonna take that as, all right, you could actually be really surprised at how things turn out. The star and hope here is that it's like, as long as you feel that this is maybe what you want in your life, this person here, they are struggling with like coming out of this energy. But it's like that thing about fears minus feelings. Sometimes the feelings become more than the fears, and then therefore that person would take action. It kind of feels like that type of thing here. Okay. So it's more like, know what you want. And if this is something you desire, then the hope is still there for it, right? There's a light out there. Okay, so that's kind of nice actually. It's somebody that's overcoming doubt because you have sparked something in them. All right, so let's get the zodiac signs. All right, Virgo. Your person could be a Virgo or you. We have a Capricorn. They could be a Capricorn or you. I think that's Aries. Okay. This is also Leo. Ooh, okay. Pisces is here as well. And Taurus. Yeah, I did get that fixed sign energy coming from this, which is like Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. But anyway, we have our zodiac signs here on the board. And so it could be you, could be a person. And this is what I have for you, Group C. If you feel like this resonated, please do give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I will see you in another reading. Okay? So take care. All the best.